6th of October, it's Friday. I'm using a ring light, which I've recently acquired, which you can see in my glasses, and I think it's necessary, given that without it, this is the situation, which is pretty dark, but not undoable. Let me turn it down a bit. Okay, let's make it a bit more natural. Sorry, spoiler alert. I'm going to be showing the mystery knit along throughout all of these vlogs, and I probably will forget to say spoiler alert each time. It's in the title of the video. I think we all know what's going on, but I'm on the end of section 4, so I've almost finished half of it, and these are the colours that I ended up using. I was so excited yesterday, oh my word, for the clue to come out and for like all of the like fun cast on parties and whatever, and like seeing everyone's colours, but the clue came out and I started knitting and I just was not feeling my colours at all. Like, I just really hated the way that they were so like contrasty, and I got through like half of the way of section 2 because I was like, you just keep going, and like it'll all be fine. You'll end up liking it, and also like, you know, there's never going to be like a perfect colour combination. And at that point I'd done so much swatching and so much like putting the balls in different orders, and I mean, you've watched the last 2 vlogs. If you've not, go back and watch them, but you've watched the last 2 vlogs. It's like I've been thinking about nothing else, re-knitting. I'm going to show you the first bit that I did. So wait, that's just my original swatch. Hold your horses. Okay. And I even committed so much that I like got rid of the ends, or like cut the ends off. So this was my original swatch. These were the colours that I was going to do. It's cream, I think sunset. I'm using Malabrigo Nikita, I think. I've talked about the colours in another video, so you can go there to look. But I started doing it and I was like, I just feel like it's too harsh and too like busy. Like it was too many different colours all happening. I mean, these look lovely together in a relatively simple design, but as we know, Stephen West is not a simple designer. And so then I think you'll see from, I think I took some clips yesterday of, sorry I keep playing with my hair so much, I really need to wash it. It feels not its best. I was playing with like so many different versions of the colours, and I think I was just getting frustrated because I was like, I just want to get started and I want to keep knitting, and I'd like cleared my day to work on it, and I actually didn't cast on with the colours that I had selected until the Knit 365 Zoom cast on party, which was at 5 p.m. and the clue came out at 10 a.m. Granted, I went and got coffee with my friend at like 12 and like had lunch and did other stuff and whatever, but genuinely I must have spent like multiple hours knitting different like tiny swatches to try and figure out what colours I wanted to do. And eventually I was like, this is ridiculous, just put all the colours in there and take out the ones that you don't want to use and just go with your gut. So I was just picking, I was just like, not this one, not this one, not this one, because I still had like 8 balls of colour, and I ended up with these 4 left. So this is the ivory. So I had the cream and then I also got the ivory, which is like slightly softer, slightly yellowier. And then this is the sunset, which was in my original swatch. And then this is a colour called Oro, which I really, really liked, but wasn't in my original swatch. And then this brown is, I've forgotten what it's called. It's a name that doesn't really make sense, but it'll be in my other videos. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think because of all the back and forth with myself, I'm like second guessing it, but also I'm okay and I feel okay enough about it, and I like all the colours, and I think kind of what I wanted, or maybe what I realised that I wanted as I kind of kept going, is like a softer fade. So I've kind of got that with like these three colours, is a bit more of a like there's not as much of a stark contrast, although I guess that has quite a stark just these two. I think maybe what I wanted was more of a fade and less of a gradient, but I enjoy how these colours all work together. I really like how the orange looks with the cream. I think it looks like some of the like 70s wallpaper pictures that Stephen was posting with the colour inspiration, and I really like that. And yeah, I think I'm looking at people's swatches, a lot of people have gone orange this year, so I enjoy that. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little check-in and show you what I've done so far. That's the wrong side. And this is the right side. These are my extra needles. We're about halfway. Hello from a weirdly warm Edinburgh Sunday. I'm just walking into town, and I thought I would give you all a little update on the clue and my week and what I've been up to. Now, I've not been filming that much for a number of reasons, I guess, but part of it being that there's been some controversy, is that too strong of a word to use about a knitting project? Something's happened with the clue, and I don't know if I'm the right person to like speak about it, but I can't not say anything, and it's kind of made this week a little bit weird, to be honest. To be clear, I think that it's really important to make a choice when you can that causes harm to as few people as possible. And there was something about the shape and the colours and the shapes caused by the colours in the original version of Clue 1 that caused, significant and very real harm to people who saw it and saw something in it that is a hate symbol. And that is absolutely not what knitting is about, or not what it should be about. I was listening to the recording of the live chat with Irina from Fiber Chats and Martin from Knit 365, who everyone, you all know that I love very much. And she moderated that conversation so well and was so open to people having their emotions and their feelings about it, but also really held the space and made it clear that we are here to support people, not to complain or to say that, oh, I didn't even see that shape, it doesn't matter, therefore Stephen should have done nothing. It's very much not the vibe, and I really appreciate that. And also it made me think twice about what I was going to do. She said something about how this is an uncomfortable situation and it will feel uncomfortable, and that there's not necessarily anything wrong with discomfort or with having emotions about it. Emotions of frustration. And, it's frustrating. But it's, you're allowed to have those feelings of discomfort, those responses, but it's okay. Well, then what are you going to do? What action, what choice are you going to make? And yesterday, I felt, I guess, confronted, but also encouraged by what they were saying, that that might look like a different choice for everybody. I will talk more about my solution, I think, or my potential solution. I'm kind of second guessing it now at this point. And it is Sunday, so I still do have 3 days, in which to re-knit it. I'll catch you on the other side. hello, I am home after my little excursion out into the town. I was trying to find a waterproof coat because we have had the most torrential rain over the last few days in Edinburgh, and I have a waterproof coat. Well, I have a coat. It's not waterproof. And I have a coat that is waterproof, but it's not. Basically, it's time for a new waterproof coat, so I was out looking for one. There's nothing like torrential rain to make you go out looking for a coat. But what I've learned is outdoor wear is really expensive and not the most comfortable. So I tried on a lot of things and I was like, not for me. Went to an outdoor shop. I feel like I have more of an idea of what I want, but it's a big purchase. So anyway, I'll stick with what I have for now. But yeah, I was talking a bit on the way about the current situation with Clue 1. Yeah, I think I said all that I wanted to say about the reason for there being a new Clue 1. I have felt weird mixed feelings about people's responses. I think I might have said in an earlier clip that I have joined like a Facebook group where people are talking about the Clue, because part of what I enjoy about doing this is like hearing what other people say and what other people think. But because of the situation, people's opinions and people's dealings with each other have not always been kind or positive. And that's been kind of unpleasant to sift through. And it means that like even posts where people are just like sharing their colours or whatever now have this like real heavy weight because of the symbol that might be portrayed in them. Which is, interesting to have like a corner of my life which is so like calm and pleasant, have this like weird whatever. So I personally have had to kind of stay off the message boards a bit while everyone is sorting themselves out. But right, so it's mixed because there's that element, but then also like people have been coming up with really creative solutions to the situation to try and use what they've already done and direct it and pivot it in a way that looks less like that symbol. People have been sharing ideas and sharing templates, and I really enjoy that. And also a lot of people have been having really kind, cordial conversations about how to approach something like this. And I think everyone's seems to be generally on the same page about that Stephen's handled it really well. And yeah, I agree there. So yeah, having said that, I'm not really going to talk about it. I've just talked about it for quite a bit. But my situation, I have just finished section 6 using the original construction, but I've changed the colours. However, when I got the email saying that the new Clue 1 was now the like official Clue 1, I had literally just finished sections like 3 and 4, so I'd finished half. And at that point I was like, I think I was already leaning towards this direction anyway, where I was like, I'm going to try reversing the colour order for the second side, finish it, and then if I'm happy with it and it doesn't, I don't know how else to describe it, but if it doesn't give me the ick and make me feel like, oh no, actually that does remind me of that symbol, because once you see it you can't unsee it, and it's hard to like even though I've been told by many of the people in the comments on the little Facebook page that it is structurally, even like the lines that people are saying are structurally not the same as that symbol. However, that doesn't seem to be that like fact isn't what matters in this dialogue, and in this like situation. That actually what matters is what people see and what people feel and the response that people have, and people feeling not safe and not welcome in a space that should be safe and welcoming to everybody. So obviously I don't want to be yeah, I want it to be very clearly not that. And it's been encouraging seeing other people do versions of the clue that use the original construction but change the colour order. However, I do feel like the safest option, or the option that I'm like, okay, this definitely will not look like what I don't want it to look like, if I just do the new clue one. So my thought was that I would do the alternative that I created for myself on the original construction to finish the square, and then I can see what it looks like. If it gives me the ick, I'll have enough yarn to do another version, and maybe I won't finish by Thursday, but that's okay. And if it doesn't give me the ick, then I'll keep it, and that'll be that. Hello, it is Monday the 9th of October, and I'm here with a little Clue 1 update. I think the last I checked in, I said that I was gonna finish the block using the alternative, like the reverse colour order for the second part, and see if it still gave me the ick. And after completing it and also consuming more thoughts, feelings, opinions from people who I trust and respect in the knitting community, I'm gonna knit the new clue. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, well, this is where Stephen has landed, is that actually there needs to be a new solution here. And to be honest, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, yeah, this doesn't look great. Is this something I would feel comfortable wearing in public? Probably not. So what I have decided to do, or what I've started doing, is, so I finished the whole square. Stephen said that even people who have finished the whole square should have enough yarn to complete the shawl, which makes sense to me because I've always had like loads left over. So I'm not worried about having to rip it out, and if I do need to rip it out, then it's right there. Also, because I have all of those colours that are very similar or in the same palette but that I didn't choose to use, if I need to sub in one of those at the end, like, that's not the end of the world. So yeah, that's the current situation. And I am going to start the new one. It's Monday, so my thinking is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, knitting on it while the clue comes out on Thursday. It's just garter stitch, it's a little square. I think it's very doable, and seeing the other people who like changed to do that one maybe like 2 days ago or whatever finished now, so I think it's gonna all be fine. So I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm also gonna end this vlog here. Clue 1 version 1, episode 2 of vlogtober. I think I've filmed enough footage, so we're gonna send this out into the world, and I will catch you next time I pick up the camera, when I've done Clue 1 version 2, the official clue. So hope you're having a good week, and I'll see you soon.